Islam is a religion of liberation from servitude to other than God. What does freedom truly mean to you? Is it the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want? Is it financial independence, the freedom to express yourself without censorship? These are the definitions our modern world offers us. But let me ask you something deeper. Are you truly free? Think about it. We live in an age of unprecedented choice, yet anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of emptiness are at all-time highs. We are free to choose our careers, our partners, our lifestyles, yet many of us feel trapped by the need for validation, trapped by societal expectations, trapped by our own desires and impulses that we cannot seem to control. Today, I want to introduce you to a perspective that might challenge everything. Welcome. My name is Alan, for example, and today we're exploring one of the most profound and misunderstood concepts in Islam, the idea that being a slave of God is the ultimate form of human freedom. This isn't about blind obedience or mindless ritual. This is about breaking free from everything that holds you back, the tyranny of other people's opinions, the slavery of unchecked desires, the anxiety of a purposeless existence. This is about radical, transformative liberation. When we hear the word slave or servant today, it triggers negative associations: oppression, inequality, the stripping of human dignity. And rightly so. Human slavery in all its historical forms has been a grave injustice. Islam itself came to dismantle the institution of slavery through a gradual but determined process. But the concept of being a servant or slave of God in Islam, abd in Arabic, is something entirely different. It's not only not degrading, it is considered the highest rank a human being can aspire to. So what's the difference? When one human being enslaves another, it creates disharmony, because we are fundamentally equal. As the Prophet Muhammad stated in his final sermon, a message that would be revolutionary even today: "O people, your Lord is one and your Father is one. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab over an Arab. A white person has no superiority over a black person, nor a black over a white, except by piety and righteousness." This was proclaimed in 7th century Arabia, a society built on tribalism and hierarchy. Islam declared that true worth is measured only by one's relationship with God, not by race, ethnicity, or social status. Quran says, "O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female, and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you." But here's where it gets truly profound. Being a servant of your Creator is unlike any human relationship. God provides for us before we're even aware of our needs, from the moment we're conceived in our mother's wombs. He tells us in the Quran, "Indeed, it is we who created mankind and fully know what their souls whisper to them, and we are closer to them than their jugular vein. And when my slaves ask you, O Muhammad, concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me. So let them respond to me by obedience and believe in me, that they may be rightly guided." Think about this. The creator of the universe, the source of all existence, says he is closer to you than your own jugular vein. He hears what you whisper in your heart. He invites you to call upon him directly. No intermediaries, no priests, no elaborate rituals required. This relationship frees you from everything else. It frees you from seeking validation from people who can never truly satisfy you. It frees you from the pressure of conforming to trends that change with the seasons. It frees you from the exhausting performance of constantly curating your identity for others. One writer beautifully captured this. To be his slave means to truly be at peace with his will, to accept what he bestows and what he takes, to acknowledge that we cannot and will not always understand his plan for us, but that he does what is best for us. That is the submission that is called Islam. This mindset is humbling and also quite liberating in the peace of mind it can bring. The heart of Islam is a simple but earth-shattering declaration. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but God. In Arabic, it's a profound negation followed by an absolute affirmation. You deny the divinity of everything false, and you affirm the divinity of the one true reality. This declaration, the Shahada, is the gateway to Islam. But it's not just a statement you say once and forget. It's a worldview. It's the key to liberation. What does this mean practically? It means you no longer bow to anything false. You no longer allow your life to be governed by the whims of culture, the demands of your ego, or the expectations of society. One of the scholars puts it powerfully. A pagan obsession, controlling men. Islam is not an attempt which aims to control human life. Islam is the natural religion of humankind, which rejects every pagan attempt to control human life and make them slaves. Islam gives you back your autonomy by directing your ultimate loyalty to God alone. This is known as Tawheed, the oneness of God. And Tawheed is not just a theological concept, it's a revolutionary declaration of independence. Consider what it means to have no God but God. You are not a slave to your desires. You have the power to choose what is right. You are not a slave to other people's opinions. You answer to a higher authority. You are not a slave to your past. God's mercy is always open to you. You are not a slave to any political or social system. You have a moral compass that transcends all human constructs. As the scholar Muhammad Iqbal, one of the most important Muslim thinkers of the modern era, wrote, Tawheed demands loyalty to God, not to thrones. And since God is the ultimate basis of all life, loyalty to God virtually amounts to man's loyalty to his own ideal nature. This is breathtaking. Loyalty to God is loyalty to your own highest, most authentic self. When you submit to God, you are liberated from every false authority, including the false versions of yourself that society tries to impose on you. Freedom and responsibility, the Islamic view. Now, some people might object. Doesn't religion restrict freedom? Doesn't Islam impose limits? Let's address this head-on. Islam's position on human freedom is nuanced and deeply rational. The Quran affirms that human beings have free will. Who receives guidance receives it for his own benefit, and who goes astray does so to his own loss. If you did well, you did well for yourselves. If you did evil, you did it against yourselves. The Quran makes it clear that you will be judged for what you choose to do. This means you have genuine moral agency. You are not a puppet, and your choices matter profoundly. And the guidance Islam provides is not arbitrary restriction. It's liberation from the things that genuinely harm you. A Muslim convert, Edward Rowe, a Londoner with a degree from the School of Oriental and African Studies, describes it this way. Islam is like a filter for culture. It will get rid of the worst things about our culture and keep the best things. Think about this. Islam doesn't ask you to abandon your cultural identity, your family, or your unique personality. It asks you to filter what you've been given, to hold on to the good and let go of what is stray, harmful, or unjust. One converted to Islam, his name is Rowe, also shares something remarkable. I feel more British since becoming a Muslim than before. Islam didn't alienate him from his culture. It connected him more deeply to. Let's make this real with practical examples of how embracing Islam leads to personal empowerment and moral clarity. Example 1. Freedom from addiction and destructive habits. Islam's prohibition of alcohol and drugs isn't about restricting pleasure. It's about protecting your mind, health, and dignity. How many people are trapped in addiction, spending their life savings, damaging their relationships, destroying their health? Islam says, You don't need this. You are worth more. Your mind is a gift from God, and you have the right to protect it. This is liberation from the slavery of addiction. Example 2. Freedom from the tyranny of consumerism. Our culture tells us we need the latest phone, the newest car, the trendiest clothes. It's never enough. Islam teaches contentment, qana'ah, being satisfied with what you have while striving for excellence. It teaches that true wealth is not in what you own, but in the richness of your heart and your connection to God. This is freedom from the endless cycle of consumption. Example 3. Freedom from the pressure to conform. What career should you choose? Who should you marry? What should you look like? Islam gives you a compass. You make choices based on what is right, not what is popular. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Whoever seeks the pleasure of God at the risk of people's displeasure, God will suffice him against people. But whoever seeks people's pleasure at the risk of God's displeasure, God will entrust him to people." Example 4. Freedom from despair and meaninglessness. Islam teaches that your life has purpose. You are here to know and worship God, to grow spiritually, to make the world a better place, and to journey toward eternity. Your suffering is not meaningless. It is an opportunity for growth and purification. This gives you resilience, hope, and direction. To the young, educated, seeking soul watching this video, you are not here by accident. You are searching for something. You have a sense that there must be more to life than the endless cycle of pursuing pleasure, success, and approval. You want freedom. You want truth. You want peace. You don't just want a car. You want a sanctuary. Introducing the all-new Etheris sedan with whisper-quiet cabin technology and an interior designed around you. It's not just about getting to your destination. It's about arriving inspired. Etheris. Move beautifully.